Hi everyone, this is Mark Sander. He's been a member of our club for at least 3 or 4 years. I remember getting to know him a little better at a meeting at President-elect Larry Harrison's house when Mark, for being a brand new member, had some strong opinions about the golf tournament or something we were thinking about putting on. And he hasn't been shy, but because we tend to sit at the same table over and over, I want everybody to get to know some of you a little better, our younger, newer members. And so, Mark, I'd like to ask you, what is it about Rotary that keeps you engaged, and what has Rotary done for you in your life so far?
What keeps me engaged about Rotary is the fellowship of the membership. I very much enjoy the projects we get involved in, but most particularly I enjoy the friendships I've made within the club. I've had great support from the club, certainly in times when both our girls have been born the past 3 years. I have a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old daughter. And with no family in the area, Rotary has become my family. And it's been very nice to have that as a part of my life. It's been very important to me and Katie and our happiness here in Novato.
Yeah, I've been over to your home. You have, in addition to your wife and 2 daughters, who's the heaviest person in your household?
He's not quite the heaviest.
Oh my gosh.
I got him by a few pounds. But Ottoman is our oldest. He's 5, he's a St. Bernard. He currently weighs 185 pounds, a little overweight because he has Addison's disease.
Oh, he does? Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I think he tried to knock me over. That's my memory of
That's
Addison.
quite possible.
Yeah, does that mean he likes me?
Yeah, loves.
Yeah, loves,
Yeah.
okay.
Otto actually loves everyone.
Oh, really?
Otto loves the vet. He loves everything.
Okay, well that's good. If you're gonna weigh 185 pounds, you should have a good attitude about everybody. What kind of work do you do?
I am a loan officer with Bank Home Loans. My office is on Grant Avenue here in Novato, and we are a division of Bank of California. So I do home loans for anyone across the United States.
You do, and you have some unique programs that some portfolio lenders can't offer.
Absolutely. When I meet people like yourself, the one thing I speak of are loan products for self-employed borrowers. We can do loans for people off of 12 months of bank statements without tax returns, which is something other banks aren't doing, and I generate a lot of business. 16.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in London. My family lived in Scotland and in London in the 70s. I was born in 77 in London, then moved to Seattle when I was 3, and then Santa Barbara 1991 for high school, and then college at UCLA.
Aha. And what brought you to the Novato area?
Katie got pregnant.
That's a big draw. Katie got pregnant, let's go to Novato.
Pretty much. So we lived in the city in a small, relatively small, 1,200 square foot condo in the city, and we loved living there. But once we knew we were having children, my wife was already working in Mill Valley as a kindergarten teacher, and I was taking a job in the mortgage industry in San Rafael. We started looking at Southern Marin and realized we could get so much nicer home here in Novato with nice schools, and now I found out a nice Rotary Club as well, so we were ecstatic about our decision to be in Novato.
Good, I've seen your home, it is beautiful.
Thank you.
What's the most difficult thing you ever did, Mark?
I'd say the most difficult decision I've made, and no regrets about it, even though in the end it didn't end up working out, was to move to Chicago from San Francisco. I moved here in 2001 and was an options trader on a small exchange in San Francisco, and after 9/11, where I was on the floor when the planes hit, we were laid off shortly thereafter because our firm lost so much money. And completely on my own, while other traders in my group went different directions, I moved my wife and our dog at the time and our rabbit to Chicago, and I had a job on the Chicago Board of Trade trading bond options in Chicago, which is a major trading floor, and unfortunately I was laid off there as well and ended up back in California. But that move to Chicago, and having always lived on the West Coast, knowing no one out there and finding a job through a couple connections, but really working my tail off to find a position out in Chicago was a difficult decision, and still the right decision, even though it didn't work out long term.
Yeah, very gutsy. Wow, I hand it to you. When did you first hear about Rotary?
I've known about Rotary pretty much my whole life. My grandfather was a member of the Rotary Club in Seattle, which I understand is the third club in this country, actually,
Yes.
along with Bill Gates' father, who also was from Seattle. And my granddad was an avid Rotarian wherever he traveled in the world. In fact, I'm sure he went to every continent by the time him and my grandmother were settling down, and he always made a point of going to Rotary clubs wherever he went around the world, and I'm sure if he were here, he'd be very proud that I'm a Rotarian. Thank you very much, Marty. While my life is full of things right now and I can't do as much as I would like in Rotary, I look forward to being a more active member than I already am in the future with Rotary. I'm very thankful to be part of this club.
Very good. Happy to have you. Yes. Well, Mark, you know that we are here for you,
Thank you.
and now no one has an excuse to say they don't know Mark Sander, and you may be next.